Hi and welcome to my introduction of the NHS Weight Loss Plan app. Bit of a mouthful. If you've seen previous videos, I've started a diet, which is I was wondering which one to do, but I found this app which is free, ideal if you're in the UK because it's on the app stores. I assume it's on the Apple App Store. I only use Android myself, but as you can see, I've just gone into the Play Store here. I'm going to do this for 12 weeks. I started last Monday, so I'm putting this video together a little bit late, but I'm going to show you the installation and configuration of the app. So if I click on the app there, this is the app. You can see that's the blue icon you're looking for there to make sure you've got the correct app. And I'm just going to install that. So I started this, like I say, last Monday. Put my starting weight in and everything. I'm just going to run through the configuration in this video to show you how to use it. The reason I'm doing it is it's free. You know, there's plenty of apps on the App Store that you can use to lose weight. The app seems to put things into 12-week compartments to lose weight. So I'm going to do it for 12 weeks. There's going to be some obstacles in the way because I've got a birthday in mid-December. Obviously then there's Christmas and New Year, but starting on the 22nd of November the plan should finish the 12 weeks. I think I've calculated it to be the 13th, Sunday the 13th of Feb, which will be ideal because that'll give me like sort of January and the first week or two of February. So if I just open the app here now, like I say, this is free. That's one of the reasons I'm using it. I'm going to go through the configuration and then some initial positives and negatives of the app initially. So you can see here it's saying welcome to your 12-week weight loss plan. I'll click on get started. Setting targets will help you work out your healthy weight and daily calorie target and show you how to work towards them. Continue. Let's do this week by week. Each week we'll provide tips and actions. Blah de blah. Continue. Day by day to help you keep track of everything you're doing. There's a daily diary to fill out to capture what you've eaten. It's similar to things like MyFitnessPal and stuff. I don't know if MyFitnessPal's free, but there is tiers where you sort of pay for different plans, whereas this app's totally free. Obviously, one of the drawbacks is it's probably nowhere near as substantial as MyFitnessPal. But it swings and roundabouts. There's positives and negatives for both. I'll just accept the conditions there. Continue. Stay on track. We'll only send notifications. Yeah, I'm going to allow notifications to see what kind of notifications I do get from the app. It's probably something about like logging your weight or logging your food. Motivation screen. Just select why you want to lose weight. Or any other reason. I want to lose weight to feel fitter and healthier. I've put on a couple of stone during lockdown. Lockdown hasn't been too kind to the old waistline. Too much eating, too much drinking. Not necessarily in that order. If you want to add a different reason that isn't on that list of 4 there, you can select multiple ones of this 4. You can click on the add another reason and fill that out if you want. I'm not going to do that. Just click on next. So then saying to get started, let's calculate your BMI. There's a link there to tell you what the BMI is. I'm not going to do that. I know a little bit about BMI. I don't think it's the be all and end all, but it gives you like a rough indicator of whether you're a healthy weight, overweight, and obese and things like that. So I'll do calculate your BMI. I know since lockdown I'm going to be overweight. Previously I probably was just inside the I don't know what the normal's called, whatever it's called. Might find out here and won't go in. Not that I'll be in it, but my height is I'll do it in centimeters. I'll do it in new money. 187 centimeters. Weight when I started last Monday, I'm going to put in was 98, which is atrocious because I'm normally anywhere between sort of 83 and 87. So I was 98.1 kilos, and that's obviously another reason why I'm looking to lose weight. I'm going to give away all my personal details here. I'm 54, I'm male, or at least I was the last time I looked, which wasn't too long ago. And activity level, oh sorry, there's an ethnic group there which is optional, but I'll put in mine. That was part of the BMI calculation, but who knows. Activity level, just inactive. Don't do too much at the minute. I'm hoping to ramp that up. And then you click on calculate. So there you can see it's given me a score of 28.0, which suggests I'm overweight, which is probably correct. A healthy weight is anywhere between 18.5 and 25 on your BMI. There's a button there to learn more about BMI, which you can click on. You can see a little bit of information there, and then there's also a great link to the BMI and the NHS website if you want to look in that information more. One thing I found about this app is it's really good for additional information, which is obviously authorised and approved and published by the NHS in the UK, so can't really go wrong unless you don't believe what the NHS are telling you, which I suspect there's some people out there, but you know, for want of a different source, I'm happy enough to go along with what they're telling us, personally. So I'm saying I'm classed as overweight right now, excess weight, blah blah blah. It's saying I'm going to start on a 12-week goal, and it's saying your health would really benefit from losing 5% of your current weight during the 12-week plan. So if I lost 5%, it's there then saying making your 12-week target 93.2. To be honest, I'd be really disappointed if I only got down to 93.2 after 12 weeks. Having normally sat between sort of 83 and 87, and I've done diets before and I've lost a lot more than sort of that, because if I'm 98.1 at the moment, that's not even 5 kilos. It's just telling us I should be dropping 4.9 kilos in 12 weeks. So I'd say that was pretty much easily achievable. Not sort of trying to brag or anything, but I mean, you know, I suppose, like I said, I've got birthday, Christmas, New Year in the way. It'll allow time off, the odd cheat day, and at the end of the day, I think the slower you lose weight, the better. Well, the more chance you've got of keeping it off. And then it's asking to set your daily calorie target to achieve your 12-week weight loss. It's suggesting that you aim to eat calories between 1953 and 2511 calories a day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right down a bit, because I know I've read somewhere, it might have been this app, I might see it later on, for a male you should be looking at around 1900 calories. This is just rough. For a male, 1900 calories a day. For a female, I think it's 1400 would lose weight, but obviously this is giving me estimates based on my information I've put in. Your numbers will be different depending on what your stats are, whether you're male or female. And it's saying you can set your own target to lose, and it says there to lose half a kilo to 2 kilos a week. Stick to the lower end of the range. Just for the fact I was born in 1966 and that says 1953, then I'm going to take mine down to 1966. It's only a few calories a day difference to what it's saying. Still at the right lower end there. So one thing I've noticed about that slider there, it's pretty awkward to get it bang on, but I was quite lucky there that it didn't jump around when I took my finger off. So during your 12-week plan, we'll give you tips and guidance on how to lose weight safely. I suppose that's the key. It's doing it safely, so I'm happy to go with 4.9. The plan will probably be after the first 12 weeks. If it did end up at 93.2 kilos, I'd just do another 12 weeks and it would be telling me to lose another 5% maybe, or whatever it does in mid-Feb. I'll just keep doing 12-week plans until I'm down to a healthy BMI at the top there. So click on continue. So starting date, I have got this set up on my normal day-to-day phone, which this one isn't that I'm showing you now. So I've already got all the information in from the first day, which was Monday the 22nd of November. Been doing it a week and a half now. I will show you that when I'm doing the daily updates and things. This is just showing you the config, so as though I'm starting from scratch. Put in your starting date, which will say is today. The weight's 98.1 because I've already put that in. And I'll put my waist in centimeters. I'm not sure if I done this right, but it's pretty big, but I probably did because never been this size waist, but I think last Monday it was 115 centimeters. But anyway, you put your waist size in there, click on done. It does have a see this option at the bottom here, how to measure your waist. Really good information there again about, you know, how to measure your waist. I'm not sure what that is at the bottom. It's saying 94 centimeters or more for men, and then 102 centimeters or more for men. I'm not sure. Might be missing something further above here. Does that mean my waist should be? Yeah, I always thought your waist should be about 37 inches for a guy. So 94. I don't know what this 102 is underneath. Because a woman's then goes from 80 centimeters to 88. Not sure about those two bottom calculations. Find the bottom of your ribs, and I basically just measure around my belly button. It's the first time I've seen this. Normally I think I've just read you just measure around your belly button. That photo there, the woman taking the measurement there, I'm not sure if that's around the belly button or not. It looks maybe a bit high, I'm not sure. But read the information, tells you how to measure it, just do that. As long as you're doing the same thing every week, I don't suppose it matters too much. As long as you're measuring the same place and you're not breathing in or out any differently each week, you should get a consistent sort of guide to how much you're losing. And then you just click, once you've got your weight's obviously already in, put the waist in, waist measurement, and then just click add to diary. So then it's saying let's get started with a quick tour of the app. So okay, let's go. Today you've got the home page. The home page gives a snapshot of targets and progress. It also contains a link to your guide for each week. So each week of the 12 weeks it gives you different tips and things. So really good and interesting information on what you should just be doing each week, and then, you know, it gives you just bite-sized bits for each week, building it up. It also click on next. The diary page, which is the second button you can see at the bottom here, diary. The diary page is where you'll keep a record of your food and exercise. It's also where you go to weigh in each week. And then your first weigh in to begin with. To begin the plan, you'll need to add your start date and the first weight in your diary. We'll then ask you to weigh in once a week on that same day. So this is an app that asks you to weigh in once a week. I think there's different opinions out there as to whether you should weigh in once a day or once a week. I don't mind recording it once a week in here, but I have been weighing myself every day. I'm the kind of person, if I have a big meal or a bit to drink on the previous day and I weigh in the next morning, if I'm quite heavy or if I've put weight on from the day before, what I'll then do is I'll have, like, not a fasting day, but I'll really cut down, so I'm not having as much to eat the following day to try and lose it again, you know, for the next day. So I do like to weigh once a day. I know some people don't recommend that, but I also hear a lot of places and people that do, and it's a case of who do you believe. There's a lot of contradictory information out there, so I'll record the weekly weigh-ins in here, but I wear a Fitbit, so I just record the daily weights in the Fitbit app. At the moment, might look for something else. It's one thing I haven't seen on this app is a good progress chart of me weight yet, but I don't know if that's just because you weigh yourself weekly and I've only got 2 measurements in there at the moment. I'll report on that in a future video, and when I'm going through all my daily stats. So click on next there, and then you can choose your calorie mode. You can record calories or you don't have to record calories. I prefer to record calories, and I'll say one thing about this app. I don't think it's the best for recording calories. It's not like a patch on like MyFitnessPal or anything like that, but it's functional and it does, you can record the things. But the search is poor. There's no barcode scanner and things like that. Even when I'll show you later on, probably when I'm using it day to day, when you're adding food for meals and you do a search, a lot of the time it doesn't find anything, or it doesn't find what you want anyway. It'll tell you to remove brand names. Well, that's part and parcel of it. So one of the key things here is probably you need to know what calories you're consuming, really, which isn't ideal if you're, it's okay if you're eating processed foods and the calories on the packet, but otherwise if you're putting together meals from scratch, you're going to have to calculate all the calories. What I've been doing is I've been using recipe books and cooking the food from scratch and just putting the calories in that's published in the recipe book. I find that a lot better. So if I click on next here, see your progress, head to the progress section to see how you've been doing. So you can see there on that screenshot there, start of the week, end of the week, it just gives you two. Obviously you can see that person there's lost 2 pounds and the waist stayed the same across the week, but it's not like a chart of your weight or anything like that, and I'm not sure if there is a chart, which I'd prefer if there was a chart, but I'll have a look, and like I say, I'll report in a future video. So you can see here at the top now, I've done the tour. I'm just on the home. This is the home screen here from the bottom, which is the screen you'll come into whenever you launch the app. Top tip: congratulations on calculating your BMI. And then it's a notification popping up. How it works: your 12-week guide. You can click on that, and you can see starting out weight loss. There's the 1900 for a man and 1400 for a woman. If your BMI is above the healthy range, you can set your own personal calorie target. I've already done that. It's got things, calculate your BMI, we've done that. And then here's your 12-week guides here. I'd probably only recommend, I don't know why they're showing all 12, but I'd probably recommend just looking at your first one each week. I think there is this one here, starting out, I think, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was further down here, maybe it isn't. I can't, oh there it is, sorry, at the top there. So yeah, there you've got week 1 starting out. So you just go into that and it'll tell you everything that you need to do for this 1 week. And there's not much really, there's actually a few more articles here. But if you read through that, set yourself up for the first week, try and follow the guide as best you can. And then when you get on to week 2, you've obviously got the week 2 guide, and that introduces different things. It might be about exercise 1 week, snacks, other things, just different tips and help on. There's even how to count your calories articles. You can go into all these articles. There's a little bit to read, I suppose, in that respect. You're not overloaded, but there's some really good information there from NHS, and I suppose if you trust the NHS, then the other thing I have installed is, if you see this Easy Meals app here, I'll go into that and I'll do a specific video covering that, but there's some really good recipes on the Easy Meals app, which allows you to cook those recipes at home, and then it'll give you the calories for each recipe. So then you can just come in here into this app and say, right, I had maybe chicken and rice dish, and you put that in and you put the calories in. So you just follow that guide for week 1. So then you come down to today, so you can see I've got the calories on. If you take the calories off, all it does is it just doesn't ask for the calories, but you can still keep a diary of what you've eaten. You can see here I've got a target for my 1966 calories. I've consumed nothing today, and I've got 1966 remaining. So you can just click on any of these. So if I had breakfast, for example, I just click on breakfast, put the name in, e.g. eggs, so I'll put eggs in, do a calorie search, and you can see this is where it comes back with eggs. Oops, sorry. So if I had, say, I don't know, I'm going to say like a fried egg. This is where I start struggling. with this app, because it takes you so long to find stuff. I don't even think of fried eggs on there. I mean, I've put eggs in, it's come up with eggs, chicken, white, dried. What does that mean? It's a bit eggs, chicken, whole, raw. I suppose that right. Okay, so it's a chicken egg rather than like down where you've got further down a duck egg and a quail egg. Okay, so if I had like scrambled egg, I can't even see scrambled egg on there. So I'll try putting a scrambled in, see if it finds anything. Alright, okay, so there, I suppose if you're making your eggs, your chicken eggs with scrambled with semi-skim milk, I could select that if I had, say, one portion's 2 eggs. That's the only option there, and it's saying that's 286 calories. It sounds a bit much to me, but because 2 eggs is 100, say 200 even. It must be the milk 86, maybe. Anyway, what I'd probably do there is just like follow a recipe or look at something else like on a website or on an app. I wouldn't really want to use another app. I'm trying to just cut down onto this one app. To be honest, I've been kind of not fasting, but I've just been having like a white coffee for breakfast anyway, and I know exactly what the calories is for that. So you can add them to your favourites. So if I have like a machine, got like a coffee machine at home which uses the discs or the pods, and I think the calories for that coffee is about 30. So I'll just put a coffee in there, put the calories at 30 there. Save it as a favourite. Once you've saved it as a favourite, you can see it down here at the bottom. So then each day you can just come into your favourites and click on add there, and it will add it to your daily intake. Or you can just click add to breakfast from this button here, which is dimmed out at the moment. So if I click on add there, it gives you badges as well. So it's saying there I've started strong. I don't want to share drinking my coffee with friends. No, not really, I don't, because they'd probably well, I don't know what they'd do other than not be very happy. So you can see there that I've had 30 calories for breakfast. There's a section at the bottom which down here, which to be honest I haven't read, which based on the troubles I'm telling you I've got with recording breakfast, I probably should read, but if you go into it you can see all the information here, so I probably should spend a little bit of time reading that. That was probably for week 1 as well, and I'm actually into week 2 now, so I should have definitely read it before now. I have been recording all my calories each day. I think I've missed like 2 days when I've had cheat days and I've just eaten what I've wanted and then sort of got back on it the following day. I know that's not ideal, but I've just arrived more or less on holiday, so it's not that easy anyway. And I'm not being sort of over regimental about this. I'm just going to try and cutting down alcohol, cutting down on sugar, and eating less processed foods and healthier foods, which I figure should be enough to get down to what I'm looking for. But you can see there the little blue ring starting to fill up very slowly because I've only had 30 calories and I've got 1936 remaining now, and you can see it's ticked breakfast. You can either click on breakfast again and see what you had for breakfast, or you can click on view diary, which puts it in list form. So you can see at the top there I've got 1936 calories remaining. I've used 30 calories. You can see for breakfast it's saying aim to eat around 390 calories. Well, I never have anywhere near that for breakfast. I make up for the rest of the day. Lunch should be about 580, dinner 580, snacks 190, and drinks 190. And then at the bottom here you've got I'm done for the day, which is where at the end of the day before you go to bed you can click on that just to see you've completed your calorie intake for the day. You can see here at the top you've got week 1, Thursday the 2nd of December, and it'll tick these circles off as you go. You can click on week 2, but I don't see the point in being able to go forward to sort of next Thursday the 9th when it's only the 2nd today. So I never use that. I just stay on the current week. Further down under the food intake, you've got your 5 a day, and it's just a case of ticking these. So if I'd had, say, a portion of vegetables for my breakfast, which I can't remember if I've ever had any vegetables for breakfast. Actually, that's fruit. I put out, I'd only say it's 5 portions of fruit. Obviously, you could have fruit for your breakfast. I thought that was fruit and veg. I've been actually using that for fruit and veg. Not to worry. I don't know if it's meant to. I would have thought it should be fruit and veg. And there's some people who don't like fruit at all, and they all make up with veg or vice versa. So I've actually been using that for 5 portions of fruit and veg. Activity, you can add activity. I've never added any activity because I just try and get my 10,000 steps with my step counter. Like I said earlier, Fitbit I'm using, but that could be anything. Could be just your phone, the pedometer on your phone, any kind of pedometer. I do try and do 10,000 steps at the moment. If there's any tips for more exercise in any of the weeks, then I might start doing a bit more. But at the minute, I'm just concentrating on sort of walking a bit more than what I have been, just to try and help out with the lower intake of calories, combine them both. And that's it for the diary screen there. Did I explain the whole of the home screen? No, you've got them under the home screen. I've gone back to the home screen there. Under measurements, you've got your starting weight 98.1, the current weight's 98.1, and the goal weight after 12 weeks is 93.2. Goals, that's just what we selected when we configured. I want to feel fitter and healthier. And then more to explore, it's telling you there to get moving, so you can click on all these articles and have a read. Be active with a disability, that'll help you out if you're not as mobile as other people, and it'll give you tips there. I think on my experience of diets in the past, it's mainly the calorie intake rather than the exercise, but I know people will probably lynch me for that, but I've always found that 80-20, 80% diet and then 20% exercise. But obviously you can lose a lot of weight and not be fit if you're not doing the health, and obviously the movement and health kicks in and supplements the lower calorie intake to probably be a double whammy when you're losing weight. Healthy eating, simple ways to get your 5 a day. I wonder if that goes fruit and veg. I think I did see veg there, yeah. Many ways to pack more veg into your meals, but the front screen only says fruit. They may want to change that. Think before you drink, calories and alcohol. So that's one of my biggest downfalls. I should have a read of that, but it's coming up with a birthday and Christmas and New Year, so I might read that on January the 2nd or something like that. Certainly a one for later, even though it's part of week 1. Hopefully I'll still be able to find that in future weeks. I'll let you know. That's the rest of the home screen. Then the remainder of the diary screen we went through before. At the bottom of the diary screen you've got your weekly guide, so read through that for each week. You'll get a different one each week. Quick add allows you just to click that quick add button, and you can add, so if I wanted to add a drink like lager, I don't know if that's in here. Oops, try typing it in correctly. So there you go. So say if I had a pint of standard lager, there's a pint there, 138 calories. Oops. Multiply that out by how many pints you have. You'll soon use your daily calorie intake, which is obviously one of the things I need to cut down on. Add to drinks. So that'll add that to your drinks there. So I've taken 138 calories there. So when you go back to here, you can see, on the top of the home screen, you can see it's up to 168 calories now. I've got 1798 left, and it's ticked drinks as well. View your diary, and then this is where it all builds up. You can see the lager in there, still spelled incorrectly. I thought I'd change that, but it still put it in incorrectly. So I have found a few little quirks and problems with the software, but overall I think it's probably 8 to 9 out of 10. There's a discover section, how to count your calories. It's all just tips and help and guidance on how to lose weight loss pitfalls, and you can go through this at your leisure. I wouldn't get too head up with it all on week 1 if you're starting out on this app, because It's just probably too much information overload. I'm not even sure. This Discover is probably static for the whole 12 weeks as well. So just, let's get moving one here, I think, as part of week 1. But if you go down here, there's loads of information and tips and even apps. There's a Good Active 10 app here that you can see, which makes sure you're active for 10 minutes a day. It actually runs on your phone, and your phone, from what I remember, I'm going to probably do a video on this one as well. It records your movements, so it knows if you're walking and how fast you're walking, and it'll tell you and notify you through your phone to say that you've actually done your 10 minutes a day. I think from memory you can set that up to do 2 or 3 lots of 10 a day. It doesn't have to be just one. So if you've done 3 lots of 10 a day, that's obviously a 30 minutes exercise. There's obviously also, if you want to get stuck into it, it's your Couch to 5k, which is a program I've done in the past. I might even go through that, although I wasn't planning on running in these first 12 weeks. But maybe sort of earlier next year, to sort of February next year, I might do a review on that. But if you wanted to do something like that, it's really good. I've done it before in the past. There's information here, walking with a pedometer. There's just loads of great information. Look at all this. I just think it's really, really good, considering this is all free information. It's probably nothing you can't get off the NHS website, but to bring it all together in this handy app is just, I just think it's great because it's free as well. So that's the Discover, and then there's a progress one right at the end here, and that shows you your progress for the 12 weeks. You can see there's badges at the top here. I've got a badge for starting strong. That's because I recorded my cup of coffee. I've got a badge to say I've calculated BMI, so if I click on that, these badges will build up, and again when I do the next video on where I'm into week 2, you'll see exactly how many badges I've got and what for. You've got your week 1 progress here. I'm assuming that'll just build up as you do the additional weeks as well, and then that's all there is, because I've only done a calculate BMI. But we've got this progress already, and we've only just started essentially using the app today, recording initial weights. So that's the NHS app in a nutshell, the weight loss plan app in a nutshell. Like I say, first impressions really, really good. 8 to 9 out of 10. What I will be doing, I'll be using this for the next 12 weeks, come rain or shine. Even if I go off it or don't like it, I'm committed to using it for 12 weeks just to vlog a weight loss diary, if you like, using this app. I'm hoping it's going to be really successful. I'll lose a bit of weight, so it'll just help others on their path to losing weight as well. So thanks for watching. Click the subscribe and bell icon, and you'll get notified when I'm doing the next video on my weight loss blog, and I'll give you more information on this app and how I'm getting on with it, and any more pitfalls or good features on it as we go. I have been using it for the last week and a half, but in the next series of videos I'll go into all the ins and outs of it and how well I'm getting on, and you'll also see my progress on how much weight I'm losing or how much weight I'm not losing, as the case may be. And I'll go into all the bits and bobs about how well I've been doing eating. I can show you some of my diary and everything like that, and any bad days I've already give the game away, saying I had a couple of cheat days, so I can go over all those as well and see exactly what we're doing, where we're at. Hope this has helped somebody to get involved in this app and to start their weight loss journey as well. Thanks for now. See you later.